Today's rapid-paced business environment leaves many executive teams struggling under the increased pressure. This is one reason why most executives really relate to sports.
They're fun, they're entertaining, but they also can really see when a guy is struggling and it's not his golf swing, he's just can't gather himself in the moment, and they can relate to that because they have likely been in that situation before, or they've had one of their reports who's been struggling in that situation and they had to help them.
Most of my career, I was in big business. Several Fortune 500 companies, where like a lot of you, lived in the boardroom, lived in the executive suite, working with high-level executives in running businesses.
So my background is as a sports psychologist, really just helping individual athletes and teams in terms of improving their performance.
Together, they create Elevate, a unique approach that combines executive performance with sports psychology.
John knows the world that a lot of these executives have been in for the last 20 years, and he understands the pressures that they're dealing with, and he understands really how to clarify and define the problem. And then the two of us together can say, okay, hey, this is how we need to apply this to your business, whether that's developing your sales team or whether that's solving communication on your board.
Executive teams today are often tasked to do more with less. Is your company in a position to deliver?
Oftentimes, it's not changing out an executive, it's not making those changes, it's working with those folks you already have on board. And proven that they have the ability, but through this changed environment that we're in, they're facing stressors and pressures that they haven't faced before.
A lot of people, whether it's in sports or whether it's in business, they just know I'm not performing the way I want to.
A coach can look at the problem from an outside angle and offer concrete actions they can take to perform well. Let's use a basketball team as an example.
They might know before the game, they're in the locker room and they're going to go out and they're going to perform, and they know they want to win the game, but there's certain keys that they have to focus on if they're going to perform well. Whether that's getting back on defense or whether that's limiting turnovers, there's 2 or 3 or 4 things. If they do those well, give them a chance to perform the best that they can. And the same applies in business.
It's this coaching philosophy that separates the Elevate experience from other executive development and team building activities.
The way Elevate is unique is that a lot of times what will happen is you take somebody from maybe the sports world or the coaching world and they come into a company and they can provide entertainment, but that entertainment only lasts an hour. Or you can take someone who's from the business world and they try to go into coaching, but they don't have truly the knowledge and the understanding of performance as it really relates to stress and pressure and how to kind of decipher that out.
Elevate uses the combination of these 2 competencies to identify the problem, get to the root of that problem, and then develop a concrete process to meet your goals.
John has all the business industry knowledge that he can bring skill building, capability, and relevant topics to what we need to do to make ourselves better leaders, to lead our people. So he knows the business cold. And what Mo brings is an incredible expertise in coaching and motivating some of the world's greatest athletes, and in an environment where it's high pressure.
To get your team performing at levels that you never thought possible, contact Elevate today. Or to learn more about the unique process and philosophy of Elevate, watch our other video.